Hey everyone, I'm wygowarrior, aka Julie. Welcome to my channel. In case you're new, WYGO stands for When You Get Old. Today I'm going to be testing out and using for the first time the Blood Sugar palette from Jeffree Star. This was gifted to me by one of my lovely friends and subscribers. Hey subscriber, you know who you are. And I have another subscriber who said she loves this palette and asked if I would please do an eye look. The packaging of this is really nice in my opinion. Has some heft to it. It is very thick, as you can see, and I like how it has little, I don't even call those, clasps that make it look reminiscent of a old school kind of, what do you call that? Like a trunk or some kind of suitcase from yonder years past. This is what the color story looks like. It has some lovely nudes and then some pops of some magenta kind of pink shades. So let me figure out what kind of eye look I'm going to do and then zoom on in. I'm not going to be swatching this entire palette because I'm certain there are probably hundreds of videos that have already done so. But I will share with you the shades I will be applying on my eyes. I have already primed my eyes using the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with this shade called Sugarcane. Leave me a comment and let me know if you have this palette, and if so, what is your favorite shade? I did swatch, I would say probably 80% of the palette offline, just so I could figure out what shades I wanted to use. And the shimmer shade I will be using, I'm in Love. The next shade I'm going to be using is called O Positive, which when I swatched it, was darker than this shade here, but in the pan it looks slightly lighter. We'll see if the swatch is any different when it's actually applied to my eyes. Alright, let's take a look. What I liked about it is it was kind of cool toned. Yeah, okay, so interesting how in the palette it looked the same or slightly lighter, but per the swatch it is a little deeper than that first shade. Just the deepness that I want. Alright, I'm going to pinch the brush together and use that shade as what I'm going to apply underneath my lash line. Ooh, that's quite powdery. I don't know if it picked up my camera, but as I squeeze my brush, I could see, not smoke, but what looked like powdery smoke floating into the air. Okay. Let's move on to the darker shade, and I was torn between using this deep kind of plum called, I think it's called Coma, and this dark kind of brown shade, and that one's called Intravenous. I think we're going to start with the Intravenous, and if I don't like how that looks, I may tap a little into the Coma. I was kind of wanting a similar shade to what I had just to deepen it up, and this Coma or Intravenous is a little more warm tone brown, but that plum was a little more red. I don't know, we'll just tap a little on. Yeah, alright, I'm just tapping on to match. I'm gonna go into the Coma shade, which is very plum, and there we go. I think that will it's not the shade I want. It's a beautiful shade, don't get me wrong. It's just for the eye look, it's not similar but darker. I don't know. And I'm not seeing anything, so I just pounced back into that first Intravenous. And maybe between the two of them I can get something that I want, but not really. I'm going to grab a different brush and go back into that O Positive and see if adding that on top. There we go. I wanted it that really cool tone kind of look, but just darker, and that did the trick. Okay, so just packing on a little more O Positive. There we go. Yes, I'm boring, but hey, I'm still gonna create what I think will be a beautiful look. I'm just taking the brush I used before, fluffier, and just kind of blending. I don't have quite harsh lines. Alright, now I'm going to go into the shade that had me from the first swatch. And that is this shimmer shade here called candy floss. It is beautiful. My camera's kind of wash it out. It's a very soft pink, and I'm all about the soft pink. Oh, yes. Okay. If you know me, and that is beautiful. Alright, I'm going to take the same brush from before, no extra product, and just blend. I could actually make this a Valentine's video if I was smart and thought ahead. Maybe since I'm filming end of January, by the time I edit, if you see this before Valentine's Day, it's because I came up with a different idea. If not, happy Valentine's Day. This is a beautiful kind of soft mauve pinky purple, which I think would be fantastic for Valentine's Day. All right, I'm going to grab yet a different fluffy brush because this is still pretty harsh over here, and just really blend. And then, ooh, is that floss, candy floss, gonna be too pink for the brow bone? I'm gonna use a brush instead of my finger, and let's see. Okay, yes, I think that will be fine. I think the oils in your fingers kind of make it go a little more opaque if I were to use my fingers on my brow bone. So yes, we will do that. And I'm gonna pop off camera, touch up my mascara, add eyeliner, and then I will be back to give my final thoughts. All right, here I am with touch up of mascara, eyeliner, lip products, and this is the final look. Leave me a comment and let me know if you think I'm super boring or if you enjoy this eye look I came up with. I honestly think this would make a fantastic eye look for Valentine's Day. All right, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much. Remember to click that bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. And if you could do me a big favor, clicking the thumbs up, it really does help with my channel to grow. All right, thanks everyone.